Hello and welcome to episode 24 of the Sitrep Happy Hour. As with me always is Robert.
Yes, you got it right. Well done.
But taking his place this week will actually be a fully functional
For fuck's sake.
automatic robot instead that we like to call Roberto. Hi, Roberto.
Hello.
There you go. Domo arigato. And the other smiling person with me today, as always, is Bradley.
Hello, Michael.
You didn't need to nod your head. Hello. Yeah, and I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Co-host as always. No. Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit spaced out. I've been out in the sun all day. Got some cider. It's all good. Brad, you're not steaming as you were last week.
No.
No.
I've only had one drink, so I'm good. Do you want to know what I'm drinking?
Yes.
Yes. I'm drinking Steinhauser.
Couldn't say it properly.
How Rob would say it.
That's how I would pronounce
Steinhauser.
it.
I think you're gonna put Steinhauser, an accent on it.
No. After that, I've got a Lost Lager. These are from Aldi as well. I think they're about £4.
Let's hope you find the lager before the end of the show. Robert, what are you drinking this week?
I'm drinking a fine de Robinette. It's tap water because I'm back at the gym and I'm not drinking at the moment.
What is this? What's that?
What?
I did a shit pronunciation. It's still French.
I am stunned. This isn't Rob. Who is this?
I feel like we need to take a moment of silence.
No, it's not gonna last long. Don't worry. Never does.
I don't want to know. Anyway, I'm drinking a Magnus. I was drinking a what's the cider I was drinking yesterday, Brad? I can't remember.
Henry Weston's.
I finished off that bottle earlier, and it was good.
I got them Harry Weston's because I think it's.
Wait, you drank the bottle in 2 sit-ins?
Yeah, I drank. Me and my wife shared it, and then we had Magnus because I wanted to save a bit for today. Because I only had one bottle, but it's a big.
Okay.
It's a pretty big bottle. It's almost like a wine bottle, isn't it? That bloody thing.
This is the same size as a wine bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wine bottle of strong cider.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I can drink about 3 of those just on my own.
Not tonight, though.
Nope.
You just see him in the corner with a straw and he's drinking some wine.
It's not one of the, you could get those like bottle things that they had the water stuff in it that tipped, but you couldn't see what was actually inside of it. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like a little see-through. It's see-through.
It says "crush your goals" on it on my bottle.
I feel like you just got a big sippy cup.
It's lovely.
How many times have you been to the gym this week?
3 times.
Wow.
Nice,
dude. I've been once, and that was yesterday because it wasn't that packed. It's been pretty. I don't know what it was like by you, but it was pretty packed when I end up going. How you been, Brad?
Yeah, I'm good. Been good, yeah.
What have you been up to over the past couple of weeks?
What have I been up to? We've been watching Umbrella Academy.
Nice.
That's been quite good. We finished season 1. I think we've watched 2 episodes of season 2 now. We're enjoying that. Obviously, we've been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier and playing Outriders. I was going to carry on with Valhalla, but that didn't happen. I ended up on Outriders again. So
it is damn good. It is damn good and very good shout. Yeah, just a quick plug. If you like what we do here at Sitrep Happy Hour, check out our, I guess, sober podcast, the Sitrep Marvel Talk, where we're currently talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and about four episodes deep on that in a minute, and a couple of episodes to left to check out. almost done, but I'm really enjoying that. I've watched the 5th episode, and I am ready to record Monday. It's fucking good.
Agreed. Agreed.
Rob, what have you been up to? Over the bridge?
Well, I played a lot of Outriders.
I mean,
I watched.
what's your hours on Outriders now?
It's over 100 hours now.
Yeah,
But I have had some time off work. So
to quote Brad, would
you know
it make a difference?
No, probably not. Do you know what? What's really funny is I was having a look on Steam earlier. My dad has 55 hours. I think that's more than
Holy
all
shit.
of you three.
Yeah, it is.
I know your dad's been sneakily dropping by in chat as well. So shout out to your dad.
He's probably watching now. Yeah. He's been enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good. I've not quite hit endgame in Outriders yet. I'm sure we'll probably talk about it in a minute. What else have you been up to? You been watching any TV?
No, not really. I did watch Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, you didn't like it, did
No,
you?
I enjoyed it up until the point where they introduced Mecha Godzilla, and it just
I don't
spoiled
get
it for
this.
me.
Spoilers.
Really don't get this, bro. In a franchise which puts big creatures against each other, your point of nah, I'm out is when they brought a robot Godzilla out of nowhere to fight the big.
I understand it. I did think, wow, it's going to take 2 pilots to drive that. Everyone knows that. Have they not seen Pacific Rim? And then
Hey, you leave Brad out of this. This is a completely different conversation.
and then I just the premise of how they get it to go evil is just, spoilers by the way, it's just ridiculous. I know the whole film is a little bit ridiculous because of like there's a massive monkey fighting a massive lizard, but it didn't like no, they just lazy writing it. They could have made it like they could have explained it a lot better in my eyes.
Do you know what that film needed? How long's that film?
I don't know.
About an hour and 40, something
Probably,
like that.
yeah, about roughly 2 hours.
It needed another 2 hours to explain the plot.
No, it just took me out of like the immersion, and it just ruined it for me. The rest of the film's great. Like the action's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, to be honest, because I watched it with my kids weekend before last, I think, or last weekend, I can't remember. And to be honest, it ticked all the boxes I wanted. Like, you've got Kong there, you've got Godzilla, and they beat the shit out of each other for a good, half an hour, 40 minutes of this film. Yeah, there's like a couple of bits that doesn't really make sense. Like there's a guy leading a mission to a place who's written a book, and he's like put in charge of this whole thing, and I'm like, I don't think this guy should be in charge, but fuck it, doesn't matter.
He's like, he becomes an amazing pilot in a matter of like 10 minutes. And also Kong knowing sign language was like a massive like, oh, what? What? What's going on? How has he learned that?
Well, if they can do it, I kind of.
And no one noticed that he'd learnt it. That's the other thing as well.
I'm kind of thinking though, if they could straight up rip that from Michael Crichton's Congo, because I'm pretty sure they have a sign.
They just watched Rampage and they were like, oh, look, they're talking in sign language.
Well, did that learn it? One of the words that I'm going to say, steal it from what's it called? Congo by Michael Crichton. Because they literally do that, and they go and try and find some diamonds. So they use a monkey to lead them through the jungle using sign language. It's just pretty much the same.
This sounds like a really bad idea.
Yeah. The monkey would just get you lost.
Yeah. He would just
kill you.
First sign of banana, he would just take you off the beaten track, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah. Brad, I just thought you've also watched another film.
I was just about to say, yeah. I just remembered.
Along the lines of, I wouldn't say this is terrible. Because I don't think Godzilla vs. Kong is a bad film. I think it fits in. I think it's probably one of the best ones we've had so far. I didn't think that much of the second Godzilla film. I really enjoyed Kong versus Skull Island, which Brad hasn't seen. Rob didn't think he'd seen it, but then rewatched it and was like, "Oh yeah, shit, I did see this film," and it is a good film.
It was that memorable.
Yeah. And also, it's done really fucking well. It beat Tenet at the box office. It's made like 357 million back. So, we'll probably have more Monster Universe films from Legendary Pictures, which I'm not against. I just want to see that sweet crossover with the Pacific Rim franchise.
Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim, yeah, Pacific Rim franchise, which everybody has been kind of going on about for ages, but at that point, let's just have a Power Rangers team up, right? Because it ain't much different. Anyway, Brad, you watched a sweet film over the past couple of weeks.
A sweet goes on too long, bloated plot, terrible action, not very good film. Yes, I watched Wonder Woman 84, and it's not good.
Not getting that. You're not getting that.
I really didn't like it.
You really liked the first one, if I remember right.
I did like the first one. I went to the cinema to watch the first one when we could do that. I don't know what happened. Like, that first film was like a pretty solid film, and then this is just the characters are just not great in it. The plot's all over the place. The pacing's off. The CGI's not great. The action, literally at one point, I think it's when she's fighting Cheetah at the end. She hit her, and it sounded like she just punched a pillow. Like it was like that, like soft, and like it just there was
she is a
weird.
cat. Come on.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't like it, and it went on for 2 hours 20, which is too long.
I said to you should have watched Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut instead. You'd have enjoyed it a lot better.
I said to you that film did not make me want to watch Justice League.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it, Rob?
No, it's a completely different Wonder Woman in that.
Yeah, it's nothing in
She's
line.
Fucking badass.
Yeah,
I think she's still good, considering how bad the film is, and Chris Pine's good as well. Like, they're still good together.
Yeah, the chemistry is really good. It's really weird that he looks like a completely different dude for the whole film in theory.
The like flying and the swinging around on the lasso looked so weird.
I will say the opening for that film's pretty good. And
yeah. And then they do nothing with it unless they do this side
the Amazonian,
like a spin-off. Yeah, the Amazonian spin-off.
I don't know if they're going to do that because I think Warner Brothers have just kind of doubled down on getting rid of anything from the Snyder universe.
That would be the New Gods thing, wouldn't it? That would be.
Yeah. So that's been completely cancelled by Ava DuVernay, I think.
I did like that she temporarily made the invisible jet as well. I thought that was.
Yeah. It's just kind of a throwback, isn't it?
Yeah.
So apart from that, it's the best film ever.
The best film ever. It felt like Fantastic Beasts 2. Bloated, really? Not a lot happened. Or not a lot that was worth watching anyway.
Yeah, but I know you're looking forward to 3.
I will watch 3.
Because it's got our boy in it. Mads Mikkelsen taking up the reins.
Yeah, it has.
I'm fucking on board. Yes. That's it. That's all I can say. But yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I watched it and it kind of came, what was it, Christmas time? There was nothing else. I was like, oh, cool. There's a film we can watch. And maybe I was tired. I don't remember hating it that much. I remember Pedro Pascal is probably the best thing in it. And that was roughly around this time of Mandalorian as well.
His character's ridiculous.
Yeah,
he does it well.
He is the best character in the whole film. And he's like a side character, And then you've got Kristen Wiig playing the same character. If you've seen the film, and Brad, I know you haven't, but Rob will probably agree, playing the same character from Ghostbusters 2016. She is literally playing almost the same one.
She's playing the same character she plays in every film, Mike.
Like someone else in Ghostbusters 2016?
Yes. Oh, actually sat and watched Thunder Force this week as well.
Oh, no.
What was it bad?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it terrible?
Yes.
I feel like Melissa McCarthy should really stop doing films with her husband. Yeah, as much fun as they probably are to make, it's probably not good.
I mean, some people will enjoy it. It's just
Yeah, but we were discussing, weren't we? We were like, Spy is a really good fucking film. She needs to do more films like that vein of comedy. Not
still playing the same person though, essentially.
Yeah, because Tammy wasn't great, and I'm pretty sure that was done by the same director as Thunder Force. But the one she did, I think the one she did with Bill Murray was really good. I really enjoyed that because he's such an asshole. He doesn't want any help from her, and I think he lives next door. And I can't quite remember what happens in the film, but it's a pretty good film. And she seems like she's actually trying to act in that film, whereas I don't know. I guess it's meant to be slapstick comedy humor.
I used to watch Mike and Molly quite a lot, and yeah,
I prefer it not.
She's still playing the same role.
What happened to Mike? You know, he's still there, waiting for Molly to come back.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember what happened in that show.
For years. Rob, do you want to talk about Outriders for a little bit? How many characters you got going on Outriders at the minute?
I'm on my third character now. I haven't really played my Trickster in a while. I'm pretty much steamrolling all the endgame content of my Techno. Consistently do tier 15 expeditions. Solo on gold, easy mode. And I wanted to try out the Pyro, so I've started that about halfway through the storyline.
The good thing as well is, I would think sometime next week at least, at the latest I would have thought, that we can all kind of play together as well because they finally fixed the inventory bug.
Yeah, you guys need to get your asses in gear, get on storyline done.
I don't think I'm that far away from the end.
No.
I think I probably would have finished it last night. I think I got to that 5th node, so I've one more to go.
I take it Luke done tonight then.
Hopefully, depends how long. We got at least another 2 hours of this recording to go. So
2 hours? No.
Yeah, I take it Luke got it finished last night. Did he?
I don't know.
Because he said he was at endgame or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think he got to level 30, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get to level 30 before you hit the end of the game, though, can't you, Rob?
You can.
Which is the best character you've enjoyed playing so far?
Technomancer, because it's easy mode.
Yeah. I'm trying, because I said to Luke last night, I was like, I said I'm looking forward to playing another character, and he said that's really weird, but I enjoyed playing all the characters in the demo. I think they're all, and because I felt like kind of a bit of a disadvantage to everybody else playing this game.
It is refreshing playing a different character, because I played Trickster to begin with, and that is literally fast pace, get in their face, shoot with a shotgun, over and over again, boom, 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 try to stay alive. Techno is literally just shoot them from wherever and you stay alive because it's just invincible. And then playing Pyro, it's a much slower pace because you kind of have to use your abilities to kill stuff, to tag stuff before you kill them to get health back. And you're a bit of a, like a medium range character, and it's, yeah. I let my son play on the Pyro, and he doesn't like it because he was too impatient. Like, you have to be quite patient with being a pyromancer. It's not so much run and gunning.
No, because 2 out of the 3 classes are pretty much run and gun, aren't they? I know at least Devastator and the Trickster are. I don't know about the Pyro. No, Technomancer, sorry.
You can do whatever you want with Technomancer.
Can you?
Yeah.
Brad, how are you getting on with Outriders so far? Still enjoying it?
Yeah, still really good. I think I've still got a little way to go. I think I'm a little bit behind you still. I think I'm in. I haven't got to the gate yet, so I don't know how far that is off the end.
I'm just looking forward to
I think I'm in the ruins.
You're
Yeah.
about halfway, I'd say.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
At the rear.
I think I got to like 25 hours as well, so that's pretty good. But I've been going back doing all the side missions and monster hunts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
realized I've played almost 3/4 of my time in Cyberpunk in this game in less time. So I don't know what that shows about Cyberpunk, but yeah.
It's meh. That's what it says about.
No, it's a good game. It is a good game, and they've been releasing a couple of patches for it as well recently. And there's DLC coming. The only downside is there's no multiplayer coming for Cyberpunk now, is that they've completely cancelled it by the sounds of it.
Yeah,
which is a shame.
It would take them 3 years to develop it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We would have all forgotten.
I'm glad
to have a Witcher 4.
Yeah, I'm still glad they're doubling down and standing by the game.
Although by then our PCs might be up to scratch to actually run the game, so that's a bonus.
No, because once they've fully finished the game, you're going to get like the
4K Ultra
4K Ultra remastered edition.
Oh yeah.
Much like another game we'll talk about later. And then we won't be able to play it at all. You just turn your PC into a toaster or something. But yeah, I've got, I think, according to Brad, about 3 hours left of Cyberpunk to play. But I haven't been back since Outriders, so I'm not going back anytime soon. There is a game I do want to go back and play though, and that is Valheim. When are we grouping up together to lose Brad somewhere and sail across the seas? Because I can't wait to farm some more carrots.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm up for grouping up again on it. I want to play it. But to anyone who plays it in a group, remember to set your spawn.
Yeah. Well, I think once we've got to the end game in Outriders, it would give us a bit of time to play other stuff as well. So you can.
Although I just bought Resident Evil 4 HD, so I kind of want to play that.
Yeah, I was tempted to buy Resident Evil 1 HD, but I'm gonna not.
They're all like sort of £3 to £6.
So. Don't twist my arm, Brad. I'm trying not to do it. Because Resident Evil 8 is coming soon. I think that's what it was tying into, wasn't it? Resident Evil Village, and that's why they've put it on offer, because they put...
Yeah, they've done a whole Capcom sale on Steam.
Yeah, there was a Resident Evil 8 reveal or something. There was a new trailer, and there was a reveal of Mercenaries, I think, which was bringing back one of the game modes from one of the other spin-offs or something like that. So I think it was like a multiplayer thing. I'm not 100%.
Have they remastered all of them then?
The first 3.
Oh,
so I don't know if one's remastered. I think it's just got a HD. 2 and 3 have been completely like remastered, haven't they?
Oh
yeah.
I need to get
and then 4's got a HD remaster, like remake as well.
I used to play 2 on my dad's PC.
2 was good.
Like years ago. Me and my mate used to like speed run it. Yeah, it's a good game.
It's probably the first games I played on a PlayStation was Resident Evil. And I just remember being in the police station in Resident Evil 2 and the arms like coming through the windows when you were going, just kind of strolling down the corridor. I was sat there playing it in the dark and it scared the shit out of me at the time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Resident Evil. I said to Brad, dude, you got to play 7. It's so good. It's so good. And I feel like it takes it in a different direction slightly, but then I kind of don't like it because halfway through it kind of changes and then goes back to Resident Evil. But
I was talking to my brother about it. He really liked it. But he did say he was shitting himself playing it, yeah.
Oh, really? Dude, it honestly is really fucking good. They kind of go with like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of style at the beginning, and then it like kind of goes back to the standards Resident Evil puzzles that Capcom usually do. And we'll probably see more of them in
janky camera angles.
I know, yeah.
No, it's not that bad. It's just you're in a house and you've got to figure out the clock turns this, and it just brings up the sentence where it doesn't say anything else. It's like more of a question than anything else, and then it will cut to like you've got to go like get something that fits in that, but there's no direction of how to do some of the puzzles. But yeah,
I know Jake started it in VR.
Oh,
and he never
yeah.
finished it.
Oh my god, I'd love to, but yeah, it's good. I'm pretty sure I showed Rob, or I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I showed one of you the boss fights with the heads like creeping down out the floorboards on the upper floor. I'm like, it's so fucked up when you're playing it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on to some of this week's news. I guess obviously talking about remasters and all the rest of it, let's get this one out the way first. We've all played Mass Effect, including Andromeda, though I did not finish Andromeda because I did not enjoy it, but that's a completely different topic. But yes, the trilogy collection that we're all waiting for, the Legendary Collection, has officially gone gold, and they have finally released a original versus remastered trailer. I'm going to go to Brad on this one, as I know you watched the trailer. What do you think of the huge difference between the original games and what we're seeing now?
Looks really fucking good.
It does.
All the textures look really nice. The character models are like greatly improved. It's just they've done a really good job. I really want to pick this up, but I don't want to pay £50 for games I've played already. Plus, I'm not going to have time to go through it yet. But I do really want it.
Rob, are you interested in this collection at all? Or are you not touching this with a pod?
I probably will, but not when it first releases.
I think I'll probably do the same as Resident Evil Village. I'll just wait for the price to drop and then pick it up when it's a bit cheaper, potentially. I don't know. I watched that trailer. I was like, dude, it looks so fucking good. I remember, like, I think there's a couple of games that I've played that really stand out to me, and like BioShock is one of them. That entire trilogy and Mass Effect, those two as a trilogy of games stand out. And like you said, there's clips of Shepard in the original games where he's got like a glazed eye thing with his helmet down, and it looks so bad. I'm like, when we played it, I don't even remember seeing that, but now, it actually looks like Shepard, and all the people look like they're not in a dark room; they're actually in a room. And, it looks good.
It's
anyway.
really good,
and it's out in May, I believe, end of May, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
and
there's
that
a lot
theme that plays as well is like so nostalgic because the music in that trilogy is really good.
It's not the one from Mass Effect 3 then. Do 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 do. I can't remember what it is.
No, I know the one you mean. No, it's the suicide mission one from 2.
Nice. But yeah, looks very good. Certainly waiting to see. I guess the other thing about waiting off for it is we get to see if BioWare hold up to the bar of actually putting out a good game. Obviously, since Anthem didn't come out very well on launch, did it?
Andromeda.
Yeah, but we already know these are good games. We played them.
They are
before.
good games, but we don't know how good they run. That's the difference. Hopefully, they should work flawlessly, but we'll see. But there's every single piece of DLC in all the games, apart from the multiplayer, is not in this collection. So I'm interested to see how they've sorted out the map system in Mass Effect 3 for that. I'm sure they figured something out, but we'll see.
Yeah, because you could affect the ending if you played multiplayer.
Yeah.
Or you could like make the ending better.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we talked about Mads Mikkelsen earlier. I think Brad sent this to me. I can't remember the other day. Mads Mikkelsen and Phoebe Waller-Bridge are joining Harrison Ford, Robert, in 2022, literally next year, in Indiana Jones 5.
Oh.
So I'm going to ask you, Rob, if your opinion or thoughts lie the same as me and Brad, who is Mads Mikkelsen playing in Indiana Jones 5?
The bad guy.
I'm not the only one. Casino Royale. I can't think of any other films. Sorry, Fantastic Beasts 3. Technically, he's not in it yet, but
Death Stranding, the game.
Death Stranding, yeah, I haven't played that, but I still want to play that. Yeah. I can't see Harrison back as Indy at all, but It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Unless they're going to have, well, I don't know if it would have come out by now, unless they're going to have like a handing over the mantle kind of finale for him.
Yeah, to Shia LaBeouf.
No. God, no.
Didn't they already try doing that with?
Yeah, he picked up the hat, didn't he? At the end of the last season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is not coming back. The only thing I would say is Phoebe Waller-Bridge is pretty good at writing. She was on Killing Eve, and I can't remember the other TV show that she did off the top of my head. But I know she wrote on the new James Bond film because I think she appears that. Does she appear in that? I can't remember if she appears in it or if she just wrote on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does a little bit of writing on this. But this is the first.
She's co-screenwriter on No Time to Die as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's on the. She is co-screenwriter on the new.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was trying to think, but yeah, this is the first film without Steven Spielberg and George Lucas.
Oh, who's directing it?
It will be James Mangold of Logan. So we'll see.
Yeah. Do we really think it's going to come out next year?
Pass. It's been pushed enough. I think it was pushed a couple of years ago to next year.
Well, you can't push
I
it too
remember when
much,
all the rumors were out that Chris Pratt was going to take over.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago.
I think that was just.
That was when he was buff.
Yeah, he's just not the same anymore,
No.
which is weird because he's married to the daughter of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You thought he would have kept it in check, but there we go. Okay, so moving on. I'm sure Bradley will love this. There is a Last of Us remake in the works for the PlayStation 5. Brad, do we need a Last of Us remake?
No, we don't.
Do you want a Last of Us remake?
Not really. I'd rather have a new game. But I'll probably get it. Which is probably why they're doing it. Because saps like me will buy it.
Part of the problem, Brad.
Yeah, but I think the whole point is like it's not going to take 3 years to put out a remake of a game because all the assets in theory should already be there. So you're just updating the textures and resolutions and stuff like that.
If it looks fucking awesome, like amazing, I will get it. If it's like really, really improved. Because that game is really good. I love that game.
It seems pointless when they just put out what was the version they put out not too long back for PlayStation, literally for PlayStation 4. I just don't think there's any point.
No, I definitely don't need it.
Just up the one that's on PlayStation 4 to, I don't know, 4K and 120 FPS or something. I don't know. Rob, are you interested in Last of Us?
No.
Well, I'm sure you'll love the fact that Gabriel Luna, I think that's right, from such films as Terminator, Dark Fate, Silence.
Have I seen that? I don't even know if I've seen that.
I haven't seen it, so
you've not seen it. He basically plays the bad guy in the last Terminator film that came out, and yeah, apparently he's gonna be playing Tommy in the Last of Us TV show.
He doesn't look like him.
Well, of course not. But then you got to think who's playing the lead character in The Last of Us. It's Pedro
But I could see that.
Yeah,
I can see that with a beard and like give him some grey in his hair and like give him the sweepy across hair. And I could see that, and I can see him playing it. But I've not seen this guy in anything, so I don't know.
Oh, he was. I'm pretty sure he's in. Was he in Nightcrawler? I think he was in Nightcrawler. Off the top of my head, with
he's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, he was the guy that played Ghost Rider, wasn't it?
Yes.
Which Rob, didn't you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Rob?
Yeah.
Did you watch all of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Still going, isn't it?
No,
no.
No. They cancelled that after 5 seasons, I think. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, I thought it came back.
No, not from what I've seen. No, you've got her that was playing Quake. I can't remember the what's her face. She's in. She's now going to be in the contemporary reimagining of the Powerpuff Girls, but we'll leave that for a different show, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's good, then it doesn't matter if he doesn't look like him. So, because if he plays it well, then
I was going to ask. Did you see that they were apparently Neil Druckmann? What they're doing with the writing is you're going to see a lot of the lines that were written in the original game in the actual TV show, but then it's going to be kind of expanded upon. At the same time.
It's like a retelling of the first game with like deviations, which is fine if they don't.
Yeah, because I don't think Tommy appears till the second game, as far as I know.
No, he's in the first game.
He is in the first game.
He is in the first game. Yeah,
I can't remember. I've only got like halfway through it about twice, but there we go. Once halfway through on PS3 and halfway through on PS4, and I've not come back because damn PC. But there we go.
2 halves make a whole, Mike. So technically, you completed the game.
Oh, I did it. Thank you. Someone that isn't returning, Rob, to a franchise is Stallone. Do you know why, Rob? Because he's on that sweet the Suicide Squad money. That's why he's not coming back.
Oh, he's not because he's too old. He's just
he's on the bigger and better things.
He's recording another film, or whatever they call filming another film.
Voiceover. Yes. Sylvester Stallone will not be appearing in Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is actually taking over directing duties, much like Stallone did at one point. Yeah. Which is kind of sad, but I'm pretty sure he hung up the character a couple of years ago anyway. I would not be surprised there's going to be like an end credit scene in Creed 3.
Yeah, he'll probably have a cameo, won't he?
Yeah, I would think so. I can't see him not being in it at all. I just don't think he's going to be integral to the whole
He'll just
film.
turn into Stan Lee of the Creed films, so just be in there for a scene and then...
Yeah. He's just in the background whilst they're fighting and then leaves again.
Yeah.
Or he just cuts to him with a couple of hookers like Stan Lee and Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever it was. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he did that on one of them. So it wasn't, I don't think it was strictly hookers. It was Marvel hookers, but there we go. Brad, does this interest you at all? You haven't seen any of the Rocky films or Creed, have you?
No.
Dude.
I haven't I haven't seen the second Creed, I don't think. I've seen the first one.
The first one's really good.
Yeah.
I don't think the second one is as good as the first one, but then you had Ryan Coogler who did Fruitvale Station, obviously did Creed, and then went on to do Black Panther, and then we haven't really seen a lot
Hit
from
Bombay.
him. Hit Bombay, as we like to say on the other podcast. But yeah, he didn't come back to do Creed 2, and then Michael B. Jordan's taken over, so I guess Michael B. Jordan won't be in Black Panther 2, maybe? I guess it depends how long it takes for that to film, but yeah.
They should retcon it, the ending, if he actually died, and make him Black Panther.
Yeah. Okay, so from a bit of a downer to probably one of the craziest things I think I've seen in the last half an hour. Probably longer than that. No, last hour. The Fast and the Furious trailer dropped, Robert.
Yeah.
Film number 9, The Saga. There's 2 more films to go, bear in mind.
Well, we've had a trailer for this film like a year ago. You know that, right?
No, I did not watch that trailer.
We had a trailer for that about a year ago. It wasn't as detailed, but yeah.
What is going on? What is going on? I haven't kept up with this franchise. I think I watched 6. I watched the one before Paul Walker doesn't actually appear in it, but he's in it via CGI.
I think I've seen all of them, but I couldn't tell you what happens in a number. Like they all kind of just roll into one film. In my head, they're just all the same film. So this one is going to be like just an extension of that, I imagine. But it just makes me laugh how they think that John Cena can be his brother. I don't understand. They don't look anything alike, but yeah.
I I don't know.
Didn't it say something along the lines of, though, blood isn't always family or something like that? Or family isn't always blood. So, like, is he actually his brother? Is he actually his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you not
okay.
watch the trailer, Brad?
But the crazy
I did. I didn't know if that line meant that he's not actually like.
No, it's his actual little brother.
Okay, so my question is, if you've only seen the first film, you skip straight to 9, right?
No, you can't do that because you missed the whole like. It's all about family thing because it's not all about family in the first one. I don't think it is anyway.
I don't
See,
know.
I don't know because they just all roll into one.
It's definitely in Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, which I kind of like that film until like the last quarter. It just
they've brought Han back as well.
That's all I'm gonna say.
They brought Han back as well, and I'm pretty sure he's died 2 or 3 times since the first film.
Well, Justin Lin's actually coming back to direct the last 2, and he did Tokyo Drift, which was the better one after the second. That second one was terrible. They had CGI cars jumping over a bridge, and they did not need that at all. It's just.
I mean, I completely disagree.
Well, this trailer trumps that.
Oh yeah, that's me worried about that. But like, I just remember seeing it in the cinema. I was like, oh my god, yes, I went to the cinema to see the second one. Brad,
Tokyo Drift is awesome.
As the biggest fan of the Fast and the Furious franchise here, what is your utmost craziest moment in this trailer?
So, for the record, I think I've only seen the first one or the second one. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. So, if you've seen Hobbs and Shaw, there's a moment towards the end of the film where they pull a helicopter down with a rope while they're on the car or something like that.
Yeah, I seem to remember something.
In this trailer, we get a car doing the skyscraper, making an unbelievable jump across the gap.
They did that in the last film, I'm pretty sure, but yeah.
We get a plane catching a car mid-flight.
They've done that before as well.
Oh, good. Recycled content. And
anyway,
we see a rope bridge that's breaking, and the end of the rope bridge gets trapped under the car, and the car rope swings across the chasm.
There's also a
point where similar to that as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's also a point where it looks like a huge freaking electromagnetic device is in the back of a car, and it's.
Oh no, there's a Pontiac something or other with a rocket on top of it.
Well, there is that as well.
Oh, is this? I must have missed that.
There's there's a bit with a magnet which defies all the laws of physics, and pulls cars through a whole building because a magnet that strong exists,
and then goes. Yeah, and then goes through like 3 cars.
That's your problem with this trailer.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What about the car going like sideways through like 3 buildings for no reason? I don't know. It looks batshit, and I'll be honest, I kind of want to go back and watch the others and catch up. So I have no. So I'm up to date, ready for this one. I don't know.
They'll still just roll into one film at the end.
I don't know. Maybe it's my age, but I think I just kind of get to this point where I'm like, maybe it's fun. I just want it. I think if it ticks the box of it's fun, and that's what I enjoyed about Kong versus Godzilla, it ticked that box. You know.
Would you skip Tokyo Drift because it's technically not canon? Although it is because.
Well, Dom's in it, so it is
canon.
In
the end. And
I think if you're going to catch up, you should watch them all.
The young bloke does come back in one of them as well. I can't remember which one it was.
What young bloke?
It's like the kid who's in Tokyo, the main character in Tokyo Drift. He comes back in one of the other films for something when they all it's all about family moments.
The bit that throws me, right, is the girl that plays. Yeah, I can't remember. She's in Game of Thrones. I can't remember her name. With the curly hair. The British girl.
Oh, Missandei. Is it Missandei?
Missandei. Yeah, something like that. She used to be in Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
So watch her in the Fast and Furious. I'm just like, how? How did this happen?
She's incredibly British in the trailer as well.
All right.
Yeah, stereotypically
how,
British.
Americans imagine all British people.
Hello,
right?
I'm from England. Would you
I
like a
just
cup
came
of
back from
tea?
lunch with the Queen. Do you want some tea, sir?
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah.
And she can't. You find out she can't drive in the trailer as well, which is just funny.
Yes, you did. Okay, so moving on from a good trailer to a great trailer. I think we should talk about the Loki trailer because I feel like this is another trailer that I need to know what the fuck is going on in this. I said to Rob, this looks like it looks like Doctor Who, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or that's gone freaking nuts. But then you've also got Loki's personality kind of thrown in there as well. I don't know. It just looks batshit crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy this a lot, I think, because I'm a big fan of Doctor Who and like time travel-y bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't. There's a lot of kind of like weird ass moments that happen in this trailer, but I love the fact that Loki's getting called out. It's like, well, you've backstabbed someone like 5 times. I'll never do it again.
Mm.
You know, sort of thing. So
And there's like he's got a sign for everything he's ever said in a stack of paper that's probably way too small.
yeah, and then he was like, oh, what are you on about? And then they print off like another sheet of paper, and he's got to sign
Yeah.
that.
It looks really fucking good.
Yeah, I kind of wondering about how I like the interaction between Owen Wilson and obviously Tom Hiddleston, how that's going to be. I completely forgot. I'm not 100%, but it looks from the trailer like the girl with the dreadlocks from Utopia is in this as well. I think I saw like a split second of her. I'm not 100%.
Okay.
And she was really good in that. She was also in a film with Shia LaBeouf called Honey something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
It looks fucking good. It's like it kind of showed more of what it's going to be than the first trailer, didn't it? Because obviously we know now he's with these people called the Timekeepers, and he has to correct the timeline because he fucked it up by taking the Tesseract in Endgame.
Yeah, and Owen Wilson's like
so there's all sorts of shit going on. Did either of you catch Natasha in it where he sat talking to her? It's like for a brief second.
What, Black Widow?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
It's just over halfway through because I had to go back. I was like, I swear that was. It's like when it's like cutting through a load of different like scenes, and he's sat talking to her.
No, I didn't see that at all. Holy crap!
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Owen Wilson's like a seasoned buddy cop veteran, isn't he? So he's gonna be good.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that sort of thing with the, like you said, the Doctor Who time travel sort of stuff thrown in.
I think it's weird seeing Owen Wilson with short hair though. I can't remember the last time I saw him with short hair.
What's the name of his character he's playing? It's quite a big character, isn't it? Like in the comics.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
No.
You saying that about? Oh, no, sorry, go on.
No, go on. I was going to say is about the budget. Like the budget on this, like watching obviously WandaVision and Falcon. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really come across. I suppose it's more CGI and all the rest of it because like we see all those characters like closed spaces and stuff like that. But this, it looks like they're going kind of nuts once again with the budget. Like it's huge sets. You know, you see Loki on what appears to be like a throne room or something like that, and I don't know. It just they're throwing a lot of money at this. That's all I'll say.
Mobius.
Not as much as Amazon's thrown at Lord of the Rings, but there we go. What was that? 650 million that Amazon's thrown at Lord of the Rings for the first season alone.
It was like 100 million an episode or something ridiculous.
Yeah. At this point, just buy New Zealand, turn it into Lord of the Rings land, and then you'll be fine. Anyway. I think the last trailer we got to talk about, we got a little bit after that, is the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Brad, you enjoyed the original film, I think, with this.
I did enjoy the original.
And now we've got Salma Hayek back. And Ryan Reynolds his character is now on a sabbatical by the looks of it.
Yeah, so in the first one he's a bodyguard and he's watching over Samuel L. Jackson, who's a convicted hitman, and he's on his way to testify in court. I can't remember what about, but it's a really good, fun action film. The banter between those two is really good. And then obviously in this one, he's decided to he's been told by a counselor he has to jack it in because he's basically having nightmares about that job over and over again. So he's trying to like relax, and then he just gets dragged back into it by Selma Hayek and Samuel L. Jackson again, who are a couple.
I think just the banter between Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds is great because
it's so good.
They're both pretty funny. I think the only other person I want to see Ryan Reynolds in another film with, because it wasn't a funny film, is Jake Gyllenhaal. Because I feel like those two pair up really well. But the last film they were together in was Life, which is kind of like a horror film. So yeah, it's maybe a more funny film. But yeah, I really enjoyed the trailer. I hate the song. I'll be honest. But I think it was done on purpose because I mean, I think we were like, I hate the fact that they used Paradise City for the last Resident Evil film, and the mixing on it was absolutely terrible. It was all the fight scenes like cut in between. I feel like this does it the same, but it's done on purpose to take the piss. This would have been like, I assume Ryan Reynolds was included in the marketing for this, and he's probably picked so. Yeah, Rob, what did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, it looks. I completely forgot that I'd seen the first film until you reminded me that this was a sequel. And yeah, I think I enjoyed the first film, so yeah, this should be good.
Yeah, I'm still looking more forward to Free Guy, the one where it's like a video game. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think last thing video wise to talk about Ghostbusters, Rob.
Yes.
There was a 1 minute clip from the upcoming Ghostbusters Afterlife film that I may or may not be absolutely ecstatic about.
How many times have you seen it, Mike?
I've probably seen it about 7 or 8 times, if not more. How many times have you seen it? Once?
Yeah, once. Once was enough.
Okay. I've got kids as well, and I had to show it to them. And then they're like, can we watch it again? And then I was like, I want to watch it again. Then I watched it before the show, but hey, that's a different problem. What did you think of the clip they put out? Because obviously we've got huge expectations with the franchise, obviously after 2016 not appealing to everyone. I would probably the best words I could think of using. And this isn't really a direct follow-up to Ghostbusters 2, but then it's still actually set in the same universe, but as a continuation. From what we've seen in this clip, I know you don't really see anything. It's just part of the film. What do you think?
Oh, yes, it's going to be good. I just think Paul Rudd is really good casting because he's really good at the dry sense of humor that was in the first 2 films. And yeah, it's going to be good.
Thoughts on, obviously you see the tiny ass marshmallow man in this, or Stay Puffs.
I don't know. It's completely out of context, but I don't know. It was funny.
Brad?
It kind of reminded me of like Gremlins or something like that.
Yeah. See, I was like, I can't forget to bring up Gremlins. It reminds me of like that whole kind of Gremlins thing going on.
Yeah. So they're like dicking around in the shop, like setting each other on fire, and there's like a whole load of them. Yeah, it looked good. And like Rob said, Paul Rudd is really good casting for this film.
Yeah, he is. He seems like, I mean, from the last trailer that we got, where he's basically telling a couple of children like who the Ghostbusters were, and you don't remember it. It feels like he's going to be like the exposition character that's going to like.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it.
But that's not a bad thing because I feel like he's probably the best person. Like people like Paul Rudd, and he's probably one of the best people to kind of pass that across, if you know what I mean.
And if there's multiple films, he doesn't age, so it's great.
There is that. I know they're on about setting up a franchise. Like they want this to continue, obviously, otherwise Sony wouldn't do it in the first place. I think with regards to the clip itself, if this is kind of what they're going for, like for the kind of style of the film, if you know what I mean, it reminds me of the egg scene in the first Ghostbusters, and then you have like a funny thing happen from it. So it's like this weird, and they've even got like the Ghostbusters score, like from the original film, playing in the background, or it's at least hinted to. And then it happens. You're like, oh look, it's so cute, and then it bites him on the finger. It's like, what the fuck? And then you've got Stay Puffs running around causing madness, Gremlin style. But yeah, it looks good. I just hope the rest of the film kind of holds up. But
everything we've seen suggests this is going to be a good film so far.
Yeah, we've only got another 7 months to wait. It's November.
Hey, it's gonna get pushed back. Don't worry.
Don't do this to me, Robert, please. I've waited since March last year, and then it was June, and then it was May, and then it was November.
I think it might have been one of the last times we could go on break together at work.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon it was around then.
It was so close, and then they pushed it to my birthday, and then I don't think it was long before then they pushed it again. I was like, son of a bitch, but it is what it is, you know. I'm hoping I'll be able to go to the cinema to see it.
Yeah, I am glad they are pushing it rather than just releasing it on, because I do want to go to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah, Bill Murray actually was. I think he was on talking about this film recently, saying that it was quite difficult to do. You know, he didn't really want to go back to do the second one. He kind of got duped into doing it, and he did obviously the girls one, and then this one it was a bit more difficult because I think it's dealing with obviously the death of Harold Ramis's character Egon Spengler and all the rest of it. So yeah, we'll see. 6-7 months to go. Great.
Mike is counting the sleeps.
I have waited. The thing is, I've got 2 kids. Like Rob, you know my kids. Like Eli, my youngest, loves. I get woken up in the morning by him bringing in the Ghostbusters car. So like, you know, it's all 4 of us here want to see it. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think there's 2 things left that we really want to talk about very, very quickly. First one, BioShock 4 is heading to an open world setting, and this was, I think, it was found out by an ad asking for an open world writer and side quest. I think, Brad, is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
My question is, didn't this game get announced like 2 years ago?
Yes. Yeah, 2019, I think it was.
Yeah, so I mean, you're 2 years in theory into a game. Why are you only just thinking about the writing now? That's a bit worrisome, but hey, it's fine. Open world though, Rob, are you interested in an open world BioShock game?
Yeah. The story is good.
Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. Brad, are you interested in an open world?
To start with, because BioShock, they're all they're linear, but each area's open to a bit of exploration.
Yeah, true.
I don't want it to be like Fallout or Skyrim or something like that. I think the article I read had a good comparison is the newest God of War, where it's like obviously the original trilogy and the handheld ones and Ascension were very linear, and then this one had sort of an open world feel, but there was like a central hub, and you went off one way and you did something, and you went somewhere else and you did something. So it still kind of felt like you had a path to go on. You couldn't just wander off,
Yeah,
and do whatever. If they do it like that, I think it would be better than doing a complete open world, like I said, like Fallout or something.
yeah, because that's my worry. I mean, I love, you know, even Cyberpunk and other games of open world nature. My only issue is we've all been there. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? And it, without that linear path, like constantly pushing you through, I feel like it's very difficult to get through these open world games. And then you've got other games that have the open world nature and there's not necessarily any story to back it up, which really kind of that side worries me because Ken Levine isn't a part of this game at all. He's left Irrational Games, and he's the director and the original writer on the first 3 games, and he will not be coming back and taking part in this, which is unfortunate because I think BioShock Infinite is, when you get to the end of that game, it ties it all together, with all the DLC and all the rest of it, and it's fucking brilliant. And that's why that trilogy or that franchise is probably one of the best games. And I'm looking forward to it, but I'm really trying to accept my expectations. I think. I don't know.
I think as well, like Infinite, like they're all really good games, and like you said, Infinite brings everything together. I don't think a BioShock game needs side quests or anything like that, because especially in Infinite, there's so much. Stop it, Rob. There's so much environmental storytelling, and there's just loads of stuff going on as you go through the levels anyway.
Yeah.
That I don't think you need extra.
What would you do if they turned around and was like, "It's going to be a live service"?
Oh no, no, don't.
And I think the final thing we'll talk about today, Netflix acquires the rights to Sony Pictures' whole film slate, and that does include Spider-Man.
So Netflix owns Spider-Man now.
Via Sony.
Oh my god. So does that mean no more Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man?
No, it's basically once the films are out, because Sony, I guess, don't have a streaming platform, that they've gone out to the highest bidder to put their films out on. So you will catch all their films post-release on Netflix, which isn't a bad shout. So films like obviously Morbius, Uncharted, Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse 2 are going to have their like theatrical windows, and then
I was just about to ask because they're into the Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah, it's being worked on at the minute.
Cool.
Obviously, you got the Uncharted film, and I guess Venom and Carnage is going to be coming soon as well. So that will probably be on there at some point. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I'm surprised there's no way it's going to be on Disney Plus at all, but you're going to get all those Spider-Man films on there. And if the rumors are true and they want to keep expanding on that universe, then I guess it's a really good deal for Netflix.
Yeah, it is, especially after they just got Knives Out as well.
Yeah, they're trying to make some big
with their money they don't own because they're always in debt or something.
Hey, by the sounds of it, I would say Amazon isn't any better, but they probably have been raking it in for the last year since the pandemic started. But there we go.
Isn't Ghostbusters Sony?
Ghostbusters is Sony as well. It's Columbia Pictures, I think, which is via Sony.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, but yeah, that's pretty much all the news and all the rest of it.
Whoa. What about Biomutant? That game we saw at freaking Gamescom. When did we go to Gamescom? What year was that?
2018?
I want to say 2016, but I might be
No,
off.
it wasn't 2016.
It's 2018, I think.
So 3 years ago.
Or 2019.
I think it was 2019. I think you're right, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my youngest is 3, and he was born literally about 4 weeks before.
Yeah, and
no,
then we saw
it was 2018. It must be because I went just after my wedding, and I was married in 2018.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it was on the 18th of the 8th, 2018.
I think it was 2019.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, I think Rob's right.
No, yeah, you're probably right. Yes, no, you are right, because we went that year, and then the following year we went to Bristol, and then last year we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 years ago, and then not a lot got said about it, and then they released a gameplay trailer not long ago.
It looks the game itself looks really good.
That'd be fucking amazing for all that fucking time. What are you doing?
Saying that.
Well, they just shelve it for 6 months or something?
Yeah, but you're saying that, and what happened? Have you seen the latest? When's Atomic Heart coming out? Which could be Russian BioShock. Like, where is that game? when is it coming out? I keep seeing Nvidia trailers for DLSS and 4K and all the rest. Where's the fucking game? Same with Biomutant. But I heard there was a lot of problems with Biomutant. Biomutant. So hopefully it's a good game. I'm gonna wait for reviews. I'm not picking up.
It still looks good.
Yeah, it looks.
The gameplay looks really fun.
Yeah.
I think it is coming out soon, isn't it?
25th of May.
Yeah.
Very, very soon.
Because I saw it on CD keys and I was meant to pick it up, but I think I'll wait till I get paid.
Oh, so look at that. He's not getting Mass Effect. He's gonna get
Biomutant instead.
He's gonna play through all the Resident Evils, and then Biomutant, and then play through a load of other, and then Mass Effect.
And then I might finish Valhalla as well.
That's Christmas, dude. When you got that week off. Anyway, that is it from us this week. I'm pretty sure, unless you guys have got anything else to say. With regards to Luke, he is out still at the minute, but we are hoping he'll be back soon to give us some lovely questions that we haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, you better have a list.
Yeah, he's got a lot of catching up to do.
And some sassy.
We might have to do like 2 questions a week just so he can catch up.
I just think he's going to get a lot of shit from us, I think, when he comes back. Anyway, that is it from us this week. We have been Sitrep Happy Hour. If you do enjoy what we're doing here, please go check out our other podcasts, Sitrep Marvel Talk, where we talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Go find us over on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can find us at Sitrep Happy Hour there. And definitely go check out all the other podcasts and lovely shows over on mashthosebuttons.com. That is it from us. I'm going to raise my empty beer can cider and say cheers and wish you folks a good day, good night, and we'll catch you soon. Bye bye.